Alright, so my last video did really well for a channel with about 100 subs. So I'm going to continue the series through the beta and when the game releases on Valentine's Day. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about the character who is touted as the most overpowered and cheap hero in this game, and that is Nobushi. Nobushi is a zoning character that excels at keeping the enemy back and using her pokes to quickly advance or disengage a fight. She also has a hidden stance which is rarely used even when I fight against people with prestige gear or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, I will still be talking about her offense and defense, but first I feel I should talk about how to fight against her, since a ton of people really have a tough time fighting her. So when fighting against most Nobushi players, what you should do is block upwards while approaching each other, so you don't get poked when she dashes in. If you do get poked, you can block from the same side to block her follow-up, unless it's to cause bleed. Also, if you get poked or punished on a whiff, Nobushi will try and kick you and push you back and get another free attack, with bleed. So what you should do is when you see her glow orange to perform that kick, just dash backwards and you can avoid it altogether and punish it. If you're playing as a Orochi, you can dodge back and hit her with the overhead heavy to counter, but odds are you probably won't be playing Orochi. The best way I've seen to fight Nobushi is to keep the pressure on constantly mixing up the strings, even on blocks, so that you don't get hit. Because once you get hit, she is going to cause bleed, and that just causes too much damage in this game. If you notice she is backing away without rolling, your best bet is to expect her to go for that overhead poke, so you can either back away or try to counter it if you feel it's coming. Anyways, let's talk about her offense. So the first thing I want to talk about, which no one seems to notice, is that Nobushi has an infinite attack string unlike anyone else in the game, which I feel really needs to be patched to take up a lot more stamina because it is too powerful. So if you manage to land a regular attack, you can cancel the recovery into an unblockable kick, as I mentioned before. Most people don't know that you can roll away from the kick, or you simply can't react in time because it is really fast. If you land the kick, you get a free light attack that causes bleed, that can also combo into another regular light attack, which can again be cancelled into a kick, and so on and so on. It sounds confusing, so watch the gameplay in the back so you can see how corny it is. On top of that, you can switch the direction of each attack to make it more difficult to defend against. Next, I want to talk about her two quick light pokes. So if you dash forward and do a light attack, she will attack overhead that causes bleed, and also allows you to start a combo string, including the infinite string I just talked about. This move is an extremely useful attack as its range is insane and can be used in different ways to break your opponent's defense. Sometimes it's better to whiff your first attack against an enemy with really good defense, so you can start a mix-up while they go for the counter. It will cost you more stamina, but it will allow you to add that bleed damage and get through the defense. The next move I want to talk about is her retreating poke. So while backing away from your opponent, you can do a light attack, which causes bleed damage while you move backward. I only like to use this move while fighting against an assassin or an aggressive opponent, since they seem to don't believe in blocking. I should also mention that if you land a guard break, you can kick your opponent back and land a free bleeding hit as well. That you can combo into. Another thing to think about while fighting that I often forget is that Nobushi can dash left or right and attack from the opposite side. So if you dash to the left, you can attack from the right, which can be really useful for playing against, a really defense heavy character. Overall, Nobushi's offense is very good if you're a patient player and you're really good at mix-ups. Now on to her defense. I don't have too much to say. Her range is her best defensive option. She can reach further than any other hero in the game, so use that to your advantage when fighting someone who's bearing down on you. Use her Viper's retreat move to keep the space on an approaching enemy. Personally, I like to roll away to get into a spot I feel more comfortable in so I can get those quick pokes. If you block an attack, you can dash away immediately while still being able to attack with little recovery. Your best defensive strategy, honestly, is to keep range and poke whenever you catch your opponent whiff. If they turtle up, you can train your opponent with that dash in so he blocks his head. Then you can go for a guard break or attack from one of his sides. That's about it for Nobushi. If this video helped you out at all, leave a like. If you didn't like the video and didn't find it helpful, leave a like anyways and tell me why you didn't like it. Also, if you want, you should definitely subscribe because I will keep these videos up for For Honor and other things. Let me know what you want me to talk about in the next video since I'm basically addicted to For Honor and I really enjoy making videos. Also, thank you to everyone who supported the last video. I know it sounds cheesy and you hear it a lot, but that's the fastest a video of mine has reached 100 likes, and it brought me in a lot of subs, as Midnight Force mentioned. And that's about it. Click that circle to sub, watch my previous video on Orochi, and comment down below who your favorite hero is in For Honor. That's it. We're done.